Okay, let's go again. deEccher and FM 2214. We could try a Ruy Lopez. Actually, I'm getting a bit fed up of Vienna positions at the moment. Well, recent bad crushes actually put me off. So something like a refreshing change. Anyway, D6. I don't know what I'm doing anyway. I'm having to improvise against D6. I don't know the ins and outs of every Ruy Lopez from black. Yeah. So I'm just guessing this is an okay move here. Has he got knight d4? Can I tuck the bishop away? Or dare wait for b5? Weaken black's queen side a bit. I don't know. d5 here is like King's Engine-ish type position. I think I'm going to go for that because usually you don't get rid of the light square bishops. I'm going to close up the position. I'm playing it as though I'm playing King's Engine without the fianchetto. I'm just trying to play on these light squares. So I'll welcome f5. I think I'll just take and try and get the e4 square, which is what you do in the King's Engine. Okay, so he's letting me play like a King's Engine. So he's got pressure on the f file though. Okay, if I play for bishop e3 and then try for c5 like I would do again in the King's Engine, maybe knight d2. Maybe taking here is a key thing, otherwise too much tactical pressure. Or g3, I don't know if that's really asking for it. If I played g3, knight h3, king g2, that's more tempting actually. It's sort of tempting. I think I'm going to go for it. I'll play g3. I hope there isn't a tactical disaster waiting for me here. This bishop might be a bit awkward, I don't know. If I do this just to reinforce f3 of my king. Okay. So the f file, once he moves that knight and doubles, it's a while, but then I'll just play so can I get in my c5, which is what you do in the King's Engine really, c5. He's going to take a while to get to the f file. He's got rook h5, I suppose. h4 might be dangerous. That was knight g1. So I'll play c5, I think, like a King's Engine. Rook h5, h4 is. Am I asking for it with h4? He could just sack a piece with bishop h4. So not safe. Just covering up. Okay. Bishop c5 here. I hope I'm not entangling his position somehow. As long as these knights are not helping the f file pressure. Oh, he's just going for my pawn. My poor pawn. I can play queen b3, queen d5. And rook d1, he takes. I got pressure on the d file. I don't mind that. So queen d5. Well, he takes, queen d5, rook d1, takes. My rook's left on the d file. Potential entry point, I hope. Is there going to be a rook f3? Hope not. Don't think so. I'm attacking the queen. So takes on d file. Actually, bishop c5 I take on d8. If he takes here, I take on d1, bishop c5, knight c5, on b7 as well. So say b6, knight a6. Right, so there's no. If I take. There's nothing clever here, or is there? Bishop e7, he's on d8. I'll still get to the d file a bit quick here, so I'm going to go for it. If he takes on. Okay, there's nothing clever there. Just checking again. I'll get to the d file, try and get an entry point on d file with rook d7. So rook d7, hopefully I've got some compensation. So knight c6, rook d7, hopefully I'm picking up c7 at least. Because this rook isn't, I hope it's not that brilliant. I hope my rook's a little bit more central than his rook. Okay. Now here's the problem. It's not loose, is it? c7. So if I play h4, oh dear. Am I in trouble? I'll try for, oh dear, I'll try for h4. He's going to play king e8, he's out of the woods really. Whoops. Also rook f3 might be a lethal move if I'm not careful. Okay, so knight g5 here. Just trying to get some pressure going. But where? On h7? So I'm also a minute behind. This isn't looking brilliant. Somehow just going for d5 worked for him very well. Just going for d5. It's a shame. But have I got a nice blockade anyway on the e5 pawn? Is that worth anything? This remaining legacy of the position. Knight e4. I'll go back to e4. Unless I take on h7 here. He takes on b3. It's only a double pawn, so I'm gonna munch that. I think that double pawn. Just don't like my clock pressure actually here. Can I create an outside pass pawn? Okay, so maybe try and keep the pressure on e5. So knight g5 to f3. If I can get just one pawn back, because I'm actually a pawn down. Okay, b4 actually fixes some pawns here, unless I'm going to lose b4 that quickly, which might be the case. But b4 might be good to try and fix the queenside pawns down, and then play knight d2 to e4. He's going to play king d6. Here again, if I can play b4, knight b3, we'll just take on e4. He's going to play knight d3. Oh dear, I can't win c5. Whoops. I thought c5 was almost winning the exchange. Knight c5. Not quite. Not good enough. Okay, so losing that b4 straight off the bat. Oh well. There isn't a major tactic here, I hope. I have to try and release my rook. Okay, so he's got 3 outside pass pawns. Can I get a pass pawn myself before it's too late? Can I try and win one of these back? Knight c5. I think I'll try for the pass pawn to start off with. Okay, so knight c5 again is not that tempting. Okay, rook d3. There's no knight f4 at the moment. Okay, so I'll just get out of the way of that. 25 seconds. I think it's pre-move time. I can win a pawn here. That will lessen the pain of the position. But 20 seconds. It's definitely super pre-move time. Knight c4 to win the rook if rook a2. It's not going to fall for that cheapo, surely. Okay, so rook b2 trying to hold the fort. Try and get my pawns going. Oh. So h6 before it's too late. Oh dear. Or can my king go to his pawns with f5 check and h6? My king can go over here. Oh, it's check. I've lost some time. Oh dear. I was slightly worse after c5, which, although looking thematic, ganged up on d5. I'm not in a position for c5 yet. If I played maybe queen b3, then c5 more logical. Pressure on b, so immediately will maybe better, and I can try and protect f3 from b3. I think that was a bit with c5. c5 here. d5 is weak. d5, unfortunately, or rather, even though rook d7 didn't do anything because he's protecting c7. Okay, hard fought. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.